Dozer, when you're done, bring the ship up to broadcast depth.
A question that I get often is working with the Serbians out of Chicago worth it? And I think the simple answer to that question is yes, it's definitely worth it, depending on what you are looking for, who you are, right? So if you're looking for, you know, a lot of the YouTube truckers talk about how they're a hustler and all these other things, and they need all the miles in the world, then maybe it could be for you. But when you get there and then you start getting it, and you complain about it, it might not be for you. I mean, there's two sides to every coin. I'm trying to think real quick. People ask about the log situation while we're talking about miles. I was at a Serbian company that, you know, I heard of people running 2 to 3 phones and then being able to do, you know, team loads as one person. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Where I'm at now, you do not do that. I heard that Super Ego did that. I don't know. I didn't work with them. I did like 2 or 3 loads for them. Like, no, I wouldn't do that. Where I'm at now, like, the only thing is, like, sometimes the EOD will go down while you're driving and you won't know it. So when you go to click the icon for the app, it will not open up. So like, you might be unloading and that's taking out, and it'll say you were driving that whole time. They will fix that, and it also does it the opposite. It will not work while you're driving, but it was just off duty and you started driving and then it went down. It will say you were off duty that whole time, and they will fix that. That's like an app issue. Like, no. Some of the companies will do that. You got to remember, the Serbian people are hustlers. We have all the jokes in the trucking world about them. They're in the Volvo with the duct tape, with the, you know, the teammate, you know, the track, the Adidas track suit. Where is my Adidas tracks? I don't even know where it is right now. But we make those jokes, you know. They live up to it. So they're not going to take your bullshit excuses of why you can't get something done. You know, they're not here to play games. They're very direct people. So you just have to be a direct fucking person. And hey, Vlad, I'm fucking tired, man. All right, nothing I can do about that. You know, they might try to sneak it in too, like, okay, you know, you're tired. You tell them ahead of time, I want to take a 34. They might hit you with like, hey, I'm looking at this load. No. I told you I'm tired. I want to take my break. Okay. You know, like that's the worst that they're gonna do is say okay. You know, but they're a business. They're gonna sit there and say, hey man, can you do this? And you're like, nah, I can't. Okay. So I think that working with the Serbians is very, very, very worth it. You know, I think that, you know, you're gonna get your money. You know, like I said, you can get they're gonna have an escrow. A lot of them have an escrow. You know, it might be like $1,000 or $100 a week for 10 weeks. You know, the guys that were here said that were here and left and came back said that they got their money. I've talked to like 3 people that were in that situation, and I've also talked to a lot of people that were here for like 5-6 years. So that's a good indication of how does the company work, you know. W-2, 1099, however you want to set it up. These are company positions. I'm not talking about leasing. I don't believe in the leasing. Super Ego was a terrible experiment. You never lease never lease with a company equipment, or lease your equipment to a company where you can't get the freight yourself on the phone, on the email. Like, if you can't do all that, don't even bother, because you don't know what's going on behind closed doors, and you need to be able to control your business. You need to be able to control what is going on. So, yeah, that part. So that's the Chicago. I'm gonna say the Russian. That's the Chicago Serbian connection right there. The trucking connection. Once you fill out an application, like a recruit with a recruiter, now they're recruiting for like many different companies. Okay, many different Serbian companies. So you get a good rapport with one, they're all going to be hitting you up. You're going to be working with one, and they're all going to be hitting you up. So just have that in mind, that you're going to be in high demand even while you're working, and they might offer you 5 cents more. They might offer you 75 or 80 cents, and it's like, but is it worth it? Are you going to get the same amount of miles? What kind of freight are you moving? Those are the questions you got to ask. No matter what company you go to, those don't have to be Serbians or anything. No matter what you do, those are the questions you have to ask. Is it worth it? Is 5 cents more worth it if you were getting paid by cents? Is 1% better? I don't know. But I got a phone call, and I'm gonna take this phone call. It's my man's EJ, and we going out to the motherfucking DR. Grind hard, hustle hard, know your worth, know your potential, never settle amount. Peace. What's up, man? Yo, what up? Oh shit. Let me turn off this video.
Ninja vanish!